Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. We're going along smoothly here, I think. But yeah, lots of construction and we're kind of running out of steel most of the time. So we do run into a bit of trouble every now and again. We still need to come and deliver a bunch of stuff here. This is fuel. That will be bitumen. I believe that's going to be sufficient bitumen. What is our bitumen rate? Let me quickly pause and have a quick look here. So if we're saying we're doing asphalt, so the rate at which we use bitumen, yeah, is very low compared to the gravel. So we can maximum use maybe something like 20 tons. So it's once a month that we need a delivery basically over here almost. And that's if we're going full tilt all the time. So that's going to be fine. We don't need something bigger than that. I just wondered about that. We do have pretty much everything we need here. I'm pretty sure what we are missing in this location is mechanical components. You wonder, the 3K plus, let's have a quick look there. So if we're going with the open storage, the 3K plus, ooh, it does have a warehouse component. Ah, okay, so we may not need to deliver those components over here. So we've got some of them right now, but we may just drop them out, to be honest. So we won't do that anymore. Let's come back to our standard distribution. And if we're saying Exactograd cargo station, we're no longer going to deliver those two items because we'll ultimately deliver them for construction up here where all of our construction vehicles will take the mix. So really the issue we're going to have here is probably traffic. We're probably going to start running into traffic problems here. Now, I'll unpause the game so things continue to work. I did stop some of the rail construction just to see if we can't get some of these other sections done. And I've got the electrification going over here. We still need to do the electrification for the others. I just want to get the buildings done first, and then we'll run the electrification through there. Other than that, things are kind of progressing. Now, I think the next step for us is to see about bringing some power in here. Now we will also need water. Now water could come from here really. Water could come from here. We should be fine. These are the big wells, so we will need workers in that location. So how are we gonna bring workers in there? Let's have a quick look at what this path could look like. And potentially, you know what I might do? I might actually go into a pedestrian tunnel kind of setup here. So if we do something like this. Okay, so if we do that and we'll tie that one in there. Let's do that. Then if we go underground, we'll be able to pop a tunnel up over here and probably up here somewhere where everybody will be able to walk to where they want to go. Okay, so let's quickly go back and see if we now say, let's see. If we do that, you won't actually get there. So I think we're going to need to do something like this area here, which should hopefully be able to get me workers to all of our different areas. Yeah, I think that area there could be good. So we'll do that one over there, and we'll do. Got stuff underground here that's causing us a bit of an issue. I do wonder about getting a tunnel to come in here. So something like that should be workable. We'll be able to get people everywhere. So let's do that one. Just want to see if that actually ends up working. It might not. It might not work. So if we then say tunnel there, okay, can do that, and we can do that, and that should be a reasonable connection. Similarly, I would like to do a tunnel over there, and I think that should be okay. So we'll start work on some of these tunnels and sections. Let's get moderate air to at least do some of our little pathways here. Oh, we can't do that one. Okay, good. That's okay. I do then wonder how we're going to actually get to this one. Actually, we can get Kowski onto that, right? Oh, so there's a helicopter construction office that's actually getting the ability to stop there. But anyway, we'll have to see how we do that. If we get moderate air onto this, can't do that one. You do that one? Yes. Okay. So at least get some of it assigned. Hopefully we can make it work from there. There's lots of other bits and pieces going on. Oh, this side we'll need to make a little bit of effort onto. So once they get there, they'll be able to get to all of these various areas, right? Should be able to make it up all the way there. They should be able to make it all the way here. They should be able to get to this one and to that one. So we really should be able to get all of our workers sorted from that section. Let's get that underway. We'll get Kowski assigned to these so we can get that working. We can go ahead and get ourselves a couple of these big guys. So we'll get like 12, 26. What's the best we can do? Yeah, 12 really. We'll get one of those and one of those, and we'll bring in a helicopter as well. The big guys. We will need to deliver. Okay, so we'll bring in a helicopter. So we'll get a helicopter for firefighting in this location also. Okay, excellent. So things are kind of starting to move a little bit. We can assign, I think, a little bit of rail construction over here. Just on this section about the electrification. So let's try and get those sections moving. I believe we can get into any one of them. Yeah, from here you should be able to get into both and then move in there. That's our helicopter there. I would like to give it a different color scheme. Yeah, that's not a bad one. That's not a bad color scheme right there. Now let's have a look. So we need power. As in the first instance, we need to bring a little bit of power in here. So let's get some power substations going. We'll need it pretty much everywhere. So I think that spot is a good one. Yeah, it gives us a pretty decent reach on this side. And then maybe if we do another one over here and another one over there, should be able to cover most things. Can we bring it a little closer to this side instead? So we'll cover off all of these sections here. Probably not. Probably it'll be one there. Okay, and then we'll have to do another one probably somewhere. Somewhere over there. Okay, so let's do that. We'll start working on those, and we will need to. So we've got 4 substations. Let's just tie these in so they have their access points. I think they do. So now let's bring our underground cables. We'll be running underground cables over here. So 4 of them over there. It's going to be all 4 of these that we're going to run, unless we run 2 from here and 2 from there. Yeah, it's probably better. So let's do that. Let's go underground, and I'm gonna try. If we do that, I wouldn't mind running them in that corridor. And then we'll do that one first. Okay, so one there. Yeah, I don't mind having those things pop out. There we go. Try and just use all the way around there, and now we're actually let's run it in up to about there, and then we'll branch it off. Try and keep this a little tidier. Some infrastructure is in the way, really? Like what? Okay, so let's drop it down then. We do something like this and then tie it in. There we go. That's reasonable. We'll do something very similar from the other side. Let's run it on this side. That corner location there, and then we'll see about running it straight into there. Beautiful. That will work for us. We'll get the next one to come down here. Here with you. There we go. Get sorted. Come on. Really? You're not gonna make this work for me? That's weird. Interesting. So let's try that again. So this piece. Okay, let's try it again from here. Okay, so that seems reasonably workable. And there we go. Up to somewhere there. That's okay. Where are we heading to? Oh, actually, it's only up to here. So up to there and tie it in. Beautiful. And we'll get that assigned. So that's going to be our power connections. So just we can probably make a start on assigning all of them. So let's get that going. We'll get this going. Where is it? Over there and over here. And if we go underground, just make sure you get absolutely everything assigned. Wow, interesting. Okay. Get that assigned. Beautiful. Let's get some other guys in there. We don't mind that. And get that assigned. Just do the same thing on this side. Perfect. Okay, beautiful. So more construction has been assigned over here. We're heading out into winter. Happiness is dropping down a little bit again. Yeah, I think it might have something to do with the quality of our facilities. We spent a lot on importing vehicles. Foreign manpower is also starting to cost us a little bit, and tourism income is creeping up a little bit as well, which I like. Now let's have a look what we've got over here. So we've got the steel, we've got electronic components, we've got plastics, mechanical components. Why are you stop dropping off everything? And we've got fabric. Okay, so we should be able to go. Excellent, beautiful. Oh, and there's been a comment suggesting that I need to allow workers. So let's allow workers and see if that does anything. Let's quickly have a look. The next bus will arrive in a minute, I think. Is that bus going? Construction workers? Here comes another bus. Is it dropping off people? Oh, it is. But for some reason, it's now only allowing them to wait here. Yeah, I don't think this piece that we've got going on is working very well. So my understanding is now when they reach the end of their wait time, they will move on to the next piece. But I think this cell setup isn't quite working. Yeah, there they go. So now they're going to get in there. So presumably this is something that could work for us, and we can run it in such a way. Okay, missing resources. We're out of gravel because of all of our various construction works that's underway. These guys should be bringing in fairly reasonable amounts. Yeah, we're doing a reasonable job at that. What's our steel looking like? Not completely problematic. How's our section going over here? There's a little section here that still needs construction. The rest has all been electrified. So let's quickly assign these little sections here. Yeah, there's only this one little section. So let's get that assigned. We can almost start running gravel over to the other side, which is awesome. We need to start looking at electrification over here as well. I think I did assign some of these. Yeah, that still needs to happen. This is missing. Don't like that. These construction sections are underway. Is this underway? Yeah, it is. So there's a lot of construction vehicles that should be working over here. That's been suspended. This should be... Oh, not enough construction in there. Now, I may actually... so that's not under construction. This is not. This is not. Okay, so none of those. These are... And that one will go under construction as well. On this side, well, let's see. That's not under construction. Okay, so let's just get a few bits and pieces done here. What is happening on this side? Okay, you're heading off this way, hopefully to finish this one off. And then I'll stop these guys over here to stop using our own steel for a little bit. And we'll just get foreign steel to do the rest. So there's obviously a lot of stuff that's being imported at the moment. And we are buying vehicles and the likes. Oh, these numbers are looking really good. I may be able to pop that up a little bit more, get a few more construction vehicles in there. Yeah, this is starting to get a little bit busy. But yeah, things are looking pretty good. I'm hopeful that we can start doing something. Oh, yes, I needed to get some buses and make a run for some shipbuilding. So buses will need to drop off people directly over there. And we'll see about making some work of that. Okay, so over here, here we go. These are our buses, I believe. Yeah, I actually went and bought them. So we'll get the chavs going. You will be picking up people over here. Yeah, I think that should be fine. And you're not going to unload here. You're going to load up on workers of all sorts. And you're going to drop it off over there. Only workers, of course, and let's get that line going. We'll rename this line as Zacto Ship Workers. Okay, I think that should do a pretty reasonable piece. We're going to line space them, and we'll make a start over there. Good stuff. This will be Zacto Grad Dry Dock. Let's just rename it. Zacto Grad Dry Dock. We'll just do that. Perfect. There's still some work underway. We do need to start working on our metro a little bit. Now let's quickly have a look. Our other bus we need to assign. So this bus is also, let's assign it to Zactograd Ship Workers, and we'll start there. Oil price is dropping. Okay, good stuff. Lots happening, and we're going to run into winter soon. Let's just see, is Frida still running? Frida is still running, so let's just see what's our... How much do we have going over here? How much do we have in here? Ooh, it's practically full. So what I'll do is I'll just go and drop Frida off over there. So make a move over there with your full load. So we'll leave, because these guys are actually dropping off here, and it's not enough. It's not enough room for them. But anyway, now it should be working quite nicely. Alcohol is doing pretty well. Food is doing pretty well. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Stop doing that, please. Can I just send you cancel? And now, if I just send you now, you should be moving. Right? Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, just stop unloading. So we'll... Whoa, that's an interesting maneuver. Okay, excellent. Just to make sure that we've got some spare capacity here for these guys to be dropping off. That's the important piece. Okay. I I think things are moving a little bit better. We still need to do a little bit of work on our redistribution here. What do we have on this bus? Ooh, 128 people. Let's have a look, see if that works. I think we should be seeing this go now. There we go, engineers and workers, and our production is looking pretty reasonable. And our ship is building slowly. Glad we're doing the small ship. But anyway, so that's okay. I don't mind because we don't really have the steel to accommodate a big shipbuilding endeavor. So that's okay. Oh, another full load here. That should be pretty good, actually. I think these buses will be probably sufficient to run a reasonable amount of work here. Actually, they're getting on here pretty 50-50. So we should be in a reasonable position of doing these ships. Excellent. Good. So now we're building our ships. Our construction is coming along slowly, to be honest. We've got all of these guys, but they can't actually get anything yet. So what's happening here? We're missing steel. We're missing steel. Yeah, so steel is probably our biggest problem, because all of these things are taking fair amounts of steel. Yeah, everything is missing steel at the moment. And some of these things take enormous amounts of steel. Oh, look at that. That's almost nothing. That is just absolutely crazy. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, we'll slowly get things done. What is this? Oh, that's bricks. Yeah, that's bricks. I could start looking at buying some helicopters over here. I can start looking at buying the other components. So we don't have any sources going just yet. These things are without power at the moment. We can use priorities on piping, but yeah, not necessarily on everything. But yeah, so still a fair bit of work that needs to happen over here. Is that the rest of us? Wow, we need a fair bit more steel going on over here. So we really need to make sure that we're potentially not using any other steel. You know what we could do? We could load up on... Yeah, the question is, should we be using steel to build ships at this point in time? You know what I'll do? I'll stop the construction here. Unfortunately, we started building a bit of ships, but really we need to take a cautious approach with our steel at the moment. We're not doing massive amounts of steel at the moment, so we still have some steel over there. So what I'll do, let's stop the export of this stuff. So this only exports when it's really all the way full. So what I'll do for the moment is let's stop this just for the time being. We'll get this guy to fill up on the last little bit of steel there, and then hopefully that's going to be the end of it. Oh, I can also say stop actually loading these guys. So let's stop the loading of steel. So let's stop the loading of steel for a little while, so that we can put more steel towards construction. Yeah, so really it is important that we get the other steel pieces up and running. So you're lost, so get you back to where you want to go. You still need what over here? Oh, there's a little section that still needs a bit of work. That's done. Are you able to get out of there? Should be. Beautiful. I think once you're through there, you should work. That's okay. How's it going over here? Done? Was there a little bit more left here? Yeah, we need a little slither more to be done. Excellent. I may move you out there a little quicker. So yeah, we're trying to reduce our steel use as much as we can so that we get the steel to the various construction sites that need them. we need this section to get done. That's good. It's underway anyway. We do need this is not all of our guys here. Yeah, so it's just a matter of steel being a bit of a problem. I'll go and work on our steel layout a little bit. So I've stopped this work, but at least we know we can build ships now. This still needs to happen, and then we can do our distribution from over here. Everything else is kind of moving along. We can probably start looking at some extra things over here that can, so we can start to bring in a few things. So how many mechanisms can we get in there? So we can do, we've got 9 helicopters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mechanisms. So in terms of 8 mechanisms, let's buy. Oh, we can't buy the mechanisms. That's an interesting one. So I won't buy the helicopters just yet, because we won't have fuel here until such time as we actually start dropping some stuff off here. Let's quickly have a look at whether we can assign some more electrification works. That section's been done. So shall I get those sections going? We do need to get the turnarounds done also. We don't have, it's without power supply, and these guys are probably without, well, it should work actually for the time being, because there is still some fuel available. Probably need some additional fuel sources here. If we look underground, that's going along nicely. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, we do need to do the water as well at some point. But what we'll do first is let's go and have a look at planning out some of this a little bit more. So I thought that if we were to bring in workers, probably not in this location. So I thought I'd go and cancel that one. And at the same time, that means I'll get rid of these ones. Let's do that. That seems reasonable. And then we should also be able to do that. Can we potentially do another one? Ooh, we can. I think we can. Yeah, that's not going to work. Won't be able to get it over there or there. Anyway, 2 in from this side is probably going to be sufficient. So we'll do that. That's going to be fine. What I will do is I'll just make sure we can get this connection working. Excellent. So we'll make that work. That's fine. Now, what I thought I'd do is I'd try and get our guys close enough to be working on both sides. So if we get our train station, so a nice big platform. Let's go with a big platform then. Oh, this is cargo. No, for citizens. Let's find a reasonably sized platform. That's 4. So if we do this, we should be able to get workers to some or all of these areas. We may have to make it work like this. I don't need to use the rail tracks within the. Okay, so let's do that and see how that works. Then what we'll do is we can do this, all right, to make sure we've got a piece going. We can also run a bit of a parallel section actually, and to be honest, what we need to do is if we're running that, okay, I'd rather we do this instead. So let's do that. Beautiful. And then what we'll do is we'll see about potentially tying in 2 of them. If we do something like that, and we'll do something like this, and then so we'll tie in 2 of them and see about how that works. Let's pop it in there and see if that does the trick for us. Now, what we will want to do is we will want to bring out our access through here. So let's do this. We run that pretty straight. Okay, so let's try and run that pretty straight. Oh, we'll probably not need that. So let's just do a bit of a turn here. Okay. And then that should be able to do, if we do that, okay, that's not unreasonable. And if we do this, okay, fine, there's a collision, I kind of know where that is. And then what we'll do is we'll turn it out like so. May have to have a look at what we do there. I also think I want to redo this a little bit to make room for a pass through over here. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, this is all pretty good. Now, if we do, kind of keen on doing. Now, if we, so that, yeah, we'll have a bit of a look at this. Now, the one thing that we will also need is what we can do. We can do this, and that, just to make this a little bit less awkward. Do that, and we'll try. Oh, have I already electrified these? Yeah. Now, what I want to do is have a quick look at rail distribution. So if we say rail distribution over here, I think the small one is going to be fine. If we do something like this, that's actually going to look pretty nice in this location right here. And we'll be able to run straight through, but also around. I think that's what I'm kind of after here. So now what we can do is we'll run a little section straight through here. I like that. That's pretty cool. We'll see about how we tie this in. And if we do that and that, and then the question is, do we also do the rest? We don't need it to go all that far, so we could do something like this. But before I get too carried away with this, I'm just going to redo this a little bit, give a little bit of room so we can run a track in the middle there. So these are train aggregate unloading. So let's get rid of this guy. Get rid of that guy. Get rid of that guy. And then I know I should be using, we'll just get this copy tool. We'll flip it around. Move it. That should be fine. Actually, before we do that, let's just get the rail track in there. Let's try and get it nice and straight. Oh, I like it. Maybe not with that much clipping. Yeah, I kind of like that idea. There we go. And now we'll do this one. Flip it around. Get it nice and close to the same spot. Beautiful. I like that idea. That's pretty reasonable. And then what we'll do is we'll get this guy moving. Ooh. So something like Oh, I wanted two of them to be connected, so that's okay. We'll get two connected through here pretty easily, I think. Let's move it away just a tad. Something like that should be fine. Beautiful. So there, that should work. And then the idea here is really that we're going to run... Let me trim back this guy. Okay, and what we'll do is we'll see about that, and then in there. That's the idea. Ooh, I hope that's not too tight. This is going to be passenger, so it's okay. So actually, so what we'll want to do is we'll want one to go there. We'll do that. And we'll do this. Okay. The problem with this setup that I've got here is that we don't have the ability to send something back into that direction. So hang on. So what we may want to do is we may want to do a little something like this. Yeah. If we do that and that, a bit of a mess really. We'll see if that works. We'll see if that works. And then from here we'll... Oh, you know what? I'm just thinking we don't necessarily need all of that. So let's trim this back. We'll quickly get rid of these guys and have a look at what our progress is like. So we'll go do that. This will work. That's fine. We need that to kind of connect. And then from this side, we may do... Oh, we'll just do these two. And then on that side, we'll do the other two. Yeah, okay. So let's do that. And... yeah, we're probably not going to make this thing work any better. We could then do this. Okay. And then from this side, we'll do that. And probably we can just do... almost works, right? Almost. No. Doesn't want to, so we'll just do it as it straightens up over here. Should be fine. Really? Is that gonna... I think that should work. Now the issue is really... this will be a one-way loop, so ultimately we will need to run this guy back out that way. Okay, and then, now what we're not doing is we're not looping. That's not what I wanted. We're not actually looping around here just yet. So that's one piece of the puzzle. I want to come off of... so there'll definitely be some rail going up here and into the town. Where's my town going to be? Town's going to be over there. So we'll definitely do maybe a rail tie off over here that runs in this direction. So let's start by laying that out. So there we go. So this is the idea. And yeah, well, let's keep running up here, right? Up here, and then we'll go in that direction. Yeah, that's okay. Could maybe make that a little smoother. That's okay. So from this one, we will need what exactly? Ah. I think that's a pretty reasonable curved maneuver in there and going towards, yeah, that should be okay depending on how we do this section. And then what I'll want to do, if we're saying that's a one-way, okay, and then we can just flare it out to the various locations. That should be pretty easy. And then the question is, we do a very similar thing over here. No. So that's going out that way. No, that's not the plan. Let's try that again. Try that one more time. Go through there and through here, and now basically need to start flaring it out. Well, actually, it'll just be like this, and there we go. Something like that should give us reasonable distances. We could, in planning, still kind of move this a little further away if I need a little bit more room there. This connects all the way through there. Now, the only thing that I'm a little concerned about is we don't... Let's have a look at what we can do over here. That's not actually going to work, is it? So if we do... bring it even a little bit more. Let's do that. Yeah, actually, that's not too bad. Okay, let's do that. Maybe that's reasonable. We'll try that over there. See about that. We'll get these things kind of sorted out in that location. We'll have to find out what we're going to do with this. So that's now all tied together, running straight through here. So we can actually run through the middle. We can run through the middle there. If this is going to be one way, we can tie these in pretty aggressively on this side. So the idea is we'll be doing something like this. It was like to actually just tie it in exactly the same location. But if it can't, it can't. We'll tie it in over there. This one will go around the corner like that. That's okay. It should also work on this side. There we go. So that should be fine. Similarly, on this side, however, we would like to put a little bit of extra room in here. Crossing not allowed, so we'll need to do something like that. We do this. Okay, and we should be able to do a little something like this on this side also. Beautiful. Excellent. There we go. So that should give us access to go straight through, get in there, get back out, get in, and get out. Get in, won't be able to get out. So unless this is then our, yeah, well, that is our pass-through one, so that can pass through into this direction. It will, however, need to go straight through, or what we'll do is we'll run a bypass here. If we can get it to not snap. So let's get it to not snap. Why are you snapping there? Oh, hang on. What is the issue here? Hang on, let's quickly do something. Ah, okay, beautiful. So that's not the end of the world, that. Now, I don't want you to snap there. So if we run by something like this, a little bit forward, so there's at least a bit of room there. Yeah, that should be okay. And then similarly, I'll do that. I think that'll work. We will at least be able to put some stuff in here. So now we'll be able to run that straight through there. So now we've got that as a loop to go through there. This one can actually go back and turn around and run through here. However, it'll run through there. That's okay. We're not stopping in that location, so running through it is not going to be the end of the world. Yeah, we can't actually run through these unless we line them up. So that's still a bit of a challenge there, so we're not going to make use of them. This is okay. That's our... So this guy will pop in there, grab some stuff, and then it will go and deliver it wherever. Either up there or over this way and come back this way. Yeah, I think this is going to be fairly reasonable. We might relook at some of this in the future, but I think that's kind of the idea. So what I will do for the time being, I'm just going to trim this back here a little bit and even there. And we may find ourselves just having a look at what we could do. You just maybe get it from over here somewhere so that there's a little bit more room. We'll see. But basically, that's the idea then, right? That's the idea. So now we've got, and this should be able to get me workers here and to all of these guys, even if we have to run a bit of a tunnel. Now, the only other thing that we need to do now is just have a bit of a look. So we need to run, some conveyors. So let's have a look at standard conveyor setups for us. So we're going to want to do. I want to do, I think, wonder what's the furthest we can get. If we do that, can we actually tie it in? We can. Now the next piece will go over this way. Actually, it kind of worked. Oh, actually, we need one on this side. We could also run a separate one. Okay, I think that's maybe a better option. So let's do that. Not rotate, but flip it around. So we get the road on the outside. I don't like this idea. We'll go up nice and high. So we'll do this. Because we will want to run... Now, the question is, we can run the same stuff, right? I'm just wondering. So if we do 3 into 1. I'd like to keep it as high as possible. And we also need to run it to the other side. Yeah, so I'm not too sure this is the best one, unless we can go underneath. So let's do something like that. So that gives us the option. Now we don't want 3 into 1 anymore. We want 1 into... Good, and I'm going to flip it around to get that piece going. So we'll try and move it out over there. So that should be Should be okay. And then we'll get another one over there. So let's see about that. If we tie that in, and that in, and that in, and that. So that gives us both coal. Right, we're going to have coal across here, and we'll add some stuff over there. Now, what I wanted to check is, can we run one underneath? I think we can. Come on, man. We're not there. Yeah, maybe. I think we'll be pretty close to running one underneath here. There we go. Okay, so something like that. That's going to run one underneath there. Well, this doesn't actually have a road connection here. So that's okay. We'll bring it nice and forward here. Nice and high. And then we can run one. Actually, can we do 3 into 1? Maybe we'll do 3 into 1 instead. Then it needs to go a little something like this. Let's get it nice and high up here, all the way, say there. Good stuff. And what we'll do is this is just going to be the standard. Okay, it might be a little tough. And like so, and then we'll tie these guys in. Like this, and like that. There we go. So now we should be conveyoring in both things. Now the only question is, do we want to run single conveyors or not? Look, our money is coming back up, and I think we're probably getting to the end of this episode. So now we're running both coal, but we're running a single conveyor from a certain point, right? So we're joining them together, and then we're running that. So they'll be both moving both the iron ore and the coal, and that might not be the best thing for us to do. So we may have to just have a look at maybe even running a separate section, but this will be really challenging to do. So we'll see. Maybe we run parallel ones. Let's have a look. If I were to do this, right? What about that? Oh, actually, that could work. So if we were to do this, yeah, I think we should do that. I think we should do that, and in which case we can just run it from here. Actually, do we even need to run an extra one? That works all together. Nice. So there we go. So that runs the one. Now the only question then is, we don't need to tie these together here. We run our own separate one somewhere. Because this is coming, yeah, this is a separate one. So let's clear this one out and get ourselves so if we were to do this, my goodness, this would actually look workable, as long as we can get those roads out. But I think they should be fine. Oh, is that... You know, why aren't you be able to... Oh, it's right in the wrong spot there. So I'll just have to redo that one. Just need to make sure we get it a little closer. Not pausing for the time being. So let's see. We try it one more time. We do that. Probably we'll get it out. Beautiful. There we go. And similarly, we'll be able to get these guys out. Oh, look at that. I like it. I like it. I like it. And this guy should be able to get out. No problem. Look at that. So now we've actually got the only one we need to get rid of is that one. Beautiful. So now we're running. Look at that. Guys, that's awesome. We might do a separate piece here as well. But that's looking pretty good. And that'll probably be the end of our episode. We'll go and have a look at our construction progress. Let's I think if we do this, plus we'll be able to move that in there. Beautiful. Get all of these things planned. There we go. Look at that. That is our planned setup, and I believe that's okay. We don't need... These guys can just go back to the main line. This guy can go back to the main line to go around, and then we've got a little bit of an internal loop here. These guys can go straight back out that way. They won't be able to go back that way, so they'll have to come around and go in here. So if they're looping through from this town over here, we might do that, but we could also ultimately do a metro station in here if we think that's reasonable. Now there's multiple but we may have to, and there should be room if we wanted to tie the rest of them in. We can. There should be room to tie the rest in here if we needed to do that. And then there's the bypass there, so that should be completely workable. That side could go for export, big export trains or something, and then this side can go distribution. Yeah, should be fine. We should be able to get. Let's quickly put that in there just to make sure. Just get underneath there. I think that's going to be pretty good. We'll tie those in. These, yeah, this is okay. It's fine. I don't even mind it. That's okay as well. Definitely don't need an extra one here, but that's okay. So that's just going to run through there. The idea is not that we run a lot of traffic through this area, but it will probably do what we need in terms of a bit of a turnaround. So we'll have to see. Maybe we if we're running certain lines, we'll see about how you use some waypoints or something. So let's just double check here. If we're measuring from here to there, that's 300 meters. It's almost too far. And if we're from there to there, that's 420. So what I might do is maybe we'll move these a little closer to see if that's reasonable. Otherwise, we'll need to have some direct paths here, but it should be fine. On this side, we can do up here and up to there. That'll be 300 meters. We'll clear all of those out, and we'll go from here to there and up to there. Ooh, that's almost tight. So we might be able to run up here with some bridges and things. I think that could work. Let's just have a quick look where these paths are. Yeah, so there's plenty of accessibility sections. Yeah, we may have to move these two. So we might move these two a little bit closer. So this section, just need to make sure that our paths here, actually, they're not... our paths here is a bit of a problem. So we'll have a bit of a look at that. So there we go, guys. That is our this is going to be our big steel setup, and we'll see about making some other changes to it. We can't actually collect steel with helicopters there, but I think that's going to be absolutely fine. This section is done. These sections are done, I believe. I don't think there's anything else that's under construction here at the moment from a rail perspective. We're missing steel. Oh, construction workers. Yeah, we're still missing steel here as well. Let's switch this off. This section is done apart from the fact that it needs to be electrified. This entire thing needs to be electrified. That's fine. We should have a fire truck on its way here. From where? Okay, now it should go a little quicker. Excellent. Just get it there. Yeah, it should be fine. We shouldn't lose any of this. But the fact that it only takes the one is a bit of a problem for us. Now, coming back over here, how's our construction going? Oh, that's done. That's still halfway. That's almost done. It's still needing some steel. This is still missing big chunks of steel. All of these are done. All of this is done. This is also still... Oh, this is just missing some workers. Ooh, so that's very close to being done. Ooh, excellent. Excellent. I'm hoping in the next one we'll be able to get this up and running. Yeah, excellent. This is really close now. Have we finished off our electrification works here? I think apart from these sections, even those sections, are they done? Yeah, they are electrified. So electrification here has been done. So we may make a start on that. Oh, even that's been done. So we may actually make a start on some of our electrification over here. But that is... oh, and this is done. We can start our construction here. Let's quickly tie them in just to make sure we get them underway. So get Kowski onto those, please. Then they'll start work on the rest. And all in all, pretty good. How's our steel looking? Slow. Steel is slow. But I think we're going through it as quickly as we can. But yeah, we need that big steel setup to really be able to progress much further over here. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. I do enjoy those kind of industrial layouts, and I hope you do too. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.